Yeah. Just such a funny like thing to build. The government stairs leading to a government facility that's dangerous as fuck. There's what? Good. Good for us. That means, yeah, that's good. That's good luck. Especially since we didn't get seen. Probably. That is mighty good luck. So if we run into him, we'll just be like, after you, sir. You earned it. We know if this guy has like size 15 feet, that was our footprint, man. Man, the walk down has got to be much more of a bitch. There was one day in Phuket where I rented a scooter to go through the island for the first time, and so I rode like 3/4 of the way south, and it just started drenching. Yeah. Torrential downfall. So I had to stop under some awning for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It started to let up, and then right when I got on the bike, it started to go again with the rain. Yeah. And then so I just said fuck it. I rode the last quarter in the downfall and just waited at some little restaurant until it let up. And then it was starting to get dark. It was my first time going through the whole island. So I was like, I don't want to do this in the dark. So I just took off. Started torrential downpouring again. This time I just kept going. And it was pouring so hard I couldn't see anything. And it was night. And I ended up driving past my exit by like 10 or 15 miles. And I wanted to start crying. I was already scarred from this rain, and so eventually I made it back. I ran into this American couple that were just visiting, and I sat down with them while they were eating, and I just had like that 1,000-mile stare. Yeah. So I was just scarred. I told them I was sorry. Like, I don't have much of a conversation for you because how scarred I am.
Fuck, man. You're inside of a mountain.
Yep.
I never let you know I don't like hikes.
You don't like hikes?
Oh, I hate them.
Well, then don't look.
Slowest thing on the steps.
Yep. It's not too steep. want to stay far out of that line of sight of that guy for as long as possible. Yeah, so now we're in his line of sight. And his trunk is open, so he's definitely not asleep anymore. Just get over this hump and we'll take a break. Being sure of every step before you press down all the way.
Going down here sucks.
Yeah. Just get to the top and we'll talk about it. Close, very close. Come on. Yeah, we are extremely close. Just keep pressing. It's getting less steep. Yep, we're getting ready to go over the hump. All right, now that we're up here, here's what I propose. We get to the other side, we take an Uber, or we have somebody pick us up and take us back to your car. Going down that way is gonna be fucking treacherous.
Why?
Because it's fucking slick and steep. What do you mean, why? There should be a rope there. I think it might be worth it. It'll add extra time, but who cares? And also, we'll definitely ensure that we won't be caught. Something to think about as we continue on.
I just don't know how doable that trail's gonna be going back with all the wet.
Yeah, sure. But it can't be this bad.
Same mountain.
I know. Could be like a longer but less steep. I'll take a couple lengths behind you so we're not putting all the weight in the same spot.
Sucks.
You could always call Zach or something to get like the lowdown.
Yeah.
We have time to think about it. I think it's wise. Just a little extra time and a little more money. Yeah, this thing did get fucking douched. Fuck. Who was the cowboy that set this back up? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, we got the guy in front of us. Let's give him a healthy breath. Let's give him some room. Nothing happened to my lens. Give it a wipe anyway.
Yeah, that steep part is pretty scary, dude.
Yeah. So, I think my idea is pretty good. But again, we have time. Right? See that? Oh. I imagine this is kind of close to the steepness of some of those Nepal hikes. When people go, it's really steep, man, I'm being serious. And you go, yeah, it's steep. Whatever you say, you crazy person. Then it turns out to be pretty fucking steep. Nope, I haven't been in Nepal yet. Done some trekking in India, not the same. And just one more steep part and then we're over. Fuck. Why would they think this is a good idea? It's fucked. It's like somebody's idea of a sick joke. And they give the job to their most hated employee. Go check on that shack at the top of the mountain. Larry.
I always have to do it.
Well, you're new, Larry.
No, I'm not. I've been here 1 year longer than you.
My dad was in the Peace Corps. You know what that means? It means I get 2 years on you automatically. Huh.
Not really. He was sleeping.
Did you?
No, I went around.
There's a way around.
I went around. Like through the woods there. Path
But he could still see you going up.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can still see you going up, but as long as you don't have face-to-face interaction, I guess.
Yeah. Are you going down this way or the other way?
Huh?
Are you going down this way or the other way?
I haven't decided.
Okay.
Yeah. You?
We haven't decided.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
It'll fucking take 1,000,000 years to go down this way. Because how slow we'll be going.
One step at a time.
Oh, I'm aware. What time do you have to be at that barbecue?
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Then what the hell does it matter? That was the only thing I thought was a concern. What?
What are we gonna do? Fire me?
Going into the clouds.
Oh, you guys want to pass or?
Yeah.
The only scary part is when you're in that open, like, going straight up.
Yeah, well there's dude. Okay, we're gonna pay Brock scissors for it. I see you wanna go this way. You're not taking everything into consideration. So I'm willing to do a 50-50 on it. Not taking the steepness, the slickness, and the slowness.
We'll have to see how long the other one is.
Yeah. Haha.
Somebody should maintain these things.
Maybe just the first platform.
How many platforms are there? 2? That might be the first one. Might be the first platform. I'm letting you truck so I can get some scale. Because it is fucking steep and dangerous. Oh, fuck. Tell me that is not a fucking helicopter. You guys don't have police helicopters, do you? Do you have police helicopters? Fuck. Alright, keep going. If that's what that was, this fog would be our saving grace.
Tastes good. Got sugar.
Huh? Yes. You're going quite a bit. Okay.
Gotta do the do.
I guess, I don't know. They ditched them. They don't want to do the do.
I guess maybe they thought it was, I don't know, ironic. More the reason for my idea.
Huh?
Nothing.
I don't think the backside trail is that easy either.
Sure. But still, I think it's a better idea.
I'm not.
We'll ask. As Zach and his girlfriend. Zach, he's a Lego maniac. Remember that commercial? Yeah. Holy shit, and he was defending Legos. Oh man, I missed that opportunity. That's once in a lifetime. Oh, get it together, Billy.
Do a Lego magazine and everything.
Yeah. Fuck. He even said because Legos are awesome. Next question.
You weren't on your game right there.
No, I wasn't. I ever tell you, I was on that radio show, and after a series of questions, they asked me if I find myself to be a curious person, and this is why I do some of the things I do.
Yeah.
And I said, I felt like I had a little smirk. I knew I had my opening. And I said, I'm curious like a cat. That's why my friends call me Whiskers. It's taken from the Harry Carey SNL skit.
Yeah.
So I guess I've been slipping since then if I let Zach the Lego Maniac go past me. And now we are in the clouds. Fuck. All you have to do is not slip and ricochet off these metal stairs and railings all the way down. That would, I don't know, either kill us or give us superpowers. Kind of like the guy in Kung Fu Hustle, where you get to beat to pulp, but he gets beat in a way that the chi flows perfectly through his body. He turns into a Kung Fu master. It could happen. Okay, we left that girl in the dust.
Yeah.
Hope she's done it before. She did not look like the most in shape individual. I'm guessing this next one's the first platform.
Hopefully.
I could see why they were so excited we were going. Zach and his girlfriend. What's his girlfriend's name? Yeah. Because it's pretty cool and dangerous at the same time. Certainly has an appeal. First platform.
What a view.
Yeah. You need some water. I'm losing more than I have inside. I think I hear people. Yep. Sounds like it. next time.
They're coming down this way.
I don't know why you're defending it so much.
I don't know how the backside hikes.
You don't know how, well, you know how this is. It's pretty bad. You could always go the other way and then, and this has the risk of the $1,000 ticket. Like, this is like a no-brainer in my mind. We should at least ask, is it harder? Which would you rather do? Slick metal stairway or the other way? Is there any particular spot that is something we should be concerned about going the other way? You don't have to call him now. Yeah. Oh, and it dies. Yeah. I have Captain GoPro. Charge it? You have a portable? Oh. I must have hit it or something while I was laying on the bed and just stayed on. Much what? Yeah, for sure. Let me grab that water.
It's in the stink bag.
The stink bag. This one. Do you want yours?
I'd rather than that.
Somewhere close to 9, right? 9:42. Okay. It's either it's been an hour or 45 minutes. And that girl Tammy or whatever, she says every single time she goes down the other way. She never goes back down. Cammy, yeah. She says they always leave a car on the other side. I mean, what's the difference?
Well, where's your car, Billy? Where's your car? Huh? Is your fucking car over there?
Sitting in a parking lot where it's not gonna start when I go see it. Oh, it's parking space. It's not a parking lot. It was a parking lot. Huh? Well, we had a parking lot on the side and the back of the building, and they stopped wanting us to use it, so we park in the spots that are underneath the building. So it used to be parked in a parking lot. And it was fenced off, which is needed in that area because homeless people just wander like zombies. If you don't have a fence, they'll just wander in. You know?
There's nothing. It's like us coming through here.
Mm-hmm. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, we could just go, I guess. Want me to take the lead?
Set the pace.
Okay. You are coming? Okay. How has the way down been?
Windy, cold, long.
Why didn't you guys do the other way down?
What other way?
There's,
Because we parked over here.
did you go around the security guard?
Yeah.
Hey.
There's another way down?
Where did you guys get it?
Well, this way, but apparently there's another way down.
Oh yeah, if you go back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How far is that trail?
That's like a 6-hour trail.
6 hour trail.
What's up, guys?
And then you end up on the, like, back in the valley on the other side of where you have to come all the way.
Did you guys go like past the guy?
We walked past him, he seemed to be sleeping.
Nice. Right on.
So there's a trail on the way down that takes you around him?
Well, basically, you know that little, where he's at, and then the valley starts, and then you see the trail. Go to the right, in like the bamboo, there's just like a path that avoids being seen. It's not like a fully visible one, but
So it's before we reach his car.
yeah. So like in between the car and then the first fence.
Okay.
If you go to the right, you'll see like it being set, and then you can just follow the road. And then that road, that, like, where the guard is, it just follows that road, but in the
Okay.
and then once you get to the water tower, then you can just go out the fence.
And
Did you guys go through the ditch or like climb the fence?
Went through the ditch.
Okay, yeah.
And okay, so we didn't have any interaction with him. That means like
Yeah,
we're probably
and honestly,
fine.
you're fine. Like, the only thing that he'll say is like, "Oh, this is trespassing. You can get a ticket," but he has no jurisdiction.
Right, but he,
The only thing that can happen is a police officer can keep you. Like, he can't keep you here or anything like that.
right, but he doesn't call the police.
No, he doesn't go like that.
So it's just residents that do it.
Basically, yeah, that's the big argument, honestly, because a lot of people come here early in the morning, and it's the dogs that wake everybody up. Then they're like pissed off because they're woken up at 3 a.m. No, yeah, we were ninja about it, so we were cool. But honestly, like the residents here are really supportive of the stairs. It's just like a few really passionate people. That,
Some fucks.
yeah, exactly. You know. But,
Yeah.
yeah,
How much further we got?
you're about.
I guess you're about to find out.
A third way. A third of the way.
It's not very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, a third of the way, but it's all good from here.
Alright. See you guys later.
Have a good night.
Adios.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
Be safe. Trust yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Miyagi. Where it gets a bit intense. You gotta just trust the stairs and the railing. Unless you have to. One third. Fuck. We got plenty of time though. That's all we have. That's what we have on our side is time. We don't have weather on our side. What's up? Doing the back? Back way? I don't know. We're gonna have to go like insanely slow going back this way. Especially on that first leg.
It looks like all these legs.
Yeah, probably. But that one was really steep over that first hump for a very long time. Pretty sure those people were stoned too.
Oh, yeah.
This is like one of those scenarios where us doing it this time is kind of like a little nerve-wracking, and then if you do it once or even twice, then you're just like doing it like it's nothing. clouds. So glad we did this. Such a good idea. Yeah. So this is what life is about, man. This right here. Nah, it's a little bit dangerous, but it's not out of like the box. Like, you don't have to like beware of animals, or I'm assuming because the greenery is so lush, even like a mudslide, I think all these roots keep that intact, unlike California. Take a look at that. It's so surprising. Well, I hope they're just having fun. The guide that we had in Africa, he's 37 or 38. He just had his birthday the last day of our trip. I don't know which age he turned, but he lived in the bush for years, like 10 years or something. He said that he's South African, but he was part of they have a separate military that's anti-poaching there. Yeah. And it's like an actual military, and so that was what he was doing. And with that, you live like in the bush and you find poachers and sometimes even have little skirmishes with them. Yeah. And he said his friend, his friend got eaten by a lion.
What?
That he was like,
I did not see the story going this way.
Yeah, that he knew for a long time. And that's when he quit. He's like, I'm done with this. And the reason why, I mean, they know how to protect themselves. He told us all sorts of stories, but what the guy did wrong, or what his camp did wrong, is that they were, you know, deep in the bush. They didn't have any food. They were running out. So they had to hunt, or they had to scavenge what the hunters have hunted, meaning the animals. So they tracked some lions. They tracked the lion kill. After lions were done eating it for the time being and left, they went and took some meat from the carcass. The lions came back, saw what happened, tracked them back to their camp, killed them in their sleep. Yep. He said he always sleeps with this gun, but if a lion's forearm digs into your chest and drags you away, you don't have time.
Yeah, I get it.
Says like their forearms are like the size of some people's torsos. So yeah, that's when he decided to stop.
That's a good time to stop.
Yeah. Because their way of like protecting themselves is around their camp every night. There's always bush that have thorns and like jagged shit. They cut it up and they make a fence around their camp. Not anything like overly crazy, but enough where a lion doesn't want to go through it, because if a lion gets some sort of injury going through it, even a scratch on the eyeball, that's pretty much it. Like it can't hunt, it can't like pull its weight, and it's a liability for another, you know, savage animal. So they don't risk it unless they're really fucking pissed. And that's one of those scenarios. And that one girl's never gonna make it up. I don't need to find to prove I'm right. I don't need to be forgiven. Huh? No, I'm not.
What's your job? You had one fucking job.
I'm not Rain Man.
Oh, motherfucker. Start counting all over again.
Alright. 1. I bet somebody has though.
Oh yeah. It says on the website it's like 3,942 steps.
Huh.
I think we're at about 2,000?
I hope.
Give or take a few.
Few what, 100? I guess so, yeah. Yeah. Imagine those guys were high coming down. Just like imagine that. Given how low our tolerances are.
Yeah.
It would just be a non-thing. I would just sit down.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna wait this out.
Wait for this to pass.
Yeah. I don't know about that, what that woman said. Vikings invented the magic mushrooms or discovered it. Doesn't sound right. People
It seemed like a lot of bullshit.
yeah, people have this negative connotation of Vikings. And the fucking Scandinavians hate that. They're like these savage idiots, everybody thinks. But they didn't even have cows. Like what the fuck? Don't those things come from cow shit?
Yeah.
You know what, I could tell us exactly how long we've been doing this by looking at my GoPro video. Let's see. We have been at it. Well, where do you consider the beginning to be?
Stairs?
Okay, then we've been at it for about an hour, 25 minutes. Yeah. I got 51 minutes until this battery's dead going, so hop to it. Well, not the battery, but the tape. That tour guy was gonna give me his memory stick because he lost his GoPro doing whitewater rafting, and he jumped in after it. Yeah, he didn't get it back. But he had extra memory sticks, and he's like, yeah, I'll sell you one. Then like right away he's like, wait a minute, no. It's like, those are really expensive and hard to get here. It's like, ah, fuck. Really could have used that.
He doesn't have a GoPro. So.
I know. He's anticipating his next one. He breaks and loses his shit. He had like this really badass drone too, that he drove like straight into a sand dune. Just fucked it up.
You're like, how do you get up? Like, it seems like there's more. It's a little easier to track. It's that one portion where it's very vertical kind of thing.
Yeah, that one portion is fucking a bit brutal. We'll have to do it in reverse. It'll be glacier slow. That's true. Yeah. I wonder if some people wear harnesses and I just reclip it to the pole, unclip it, reclip it. Yeah.
Like that. After that platform,
Uh-huh.
when we started going up, I was like, it took me a minute to actually be able to stand up straight.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, oh my god.
The wind really picked up there.
Yeah, not really one with the heights and
Yeah. Oh, this is a cool sight. Can't wait to show my mom this video. Are you just asking for trouble? You're just asking for it.
Dude, I've been talking about doing this hike for 12, 13 years.
I'm honored. Nice. When I went to the North Korean, South Korean border, my mom just freaked out.
Really?
Yeah. I sent her a picture. I'm like, here's a picture of the dividing line. She's gotten to a point where now she's starting to laugh. She sees me like, I mean, I'm not all right, I'm not gonna tell you shit if you're gonna freak out every time. But she wants to be informed. So she's starting to like be nicer, easier about it. Two big ones I want to go to that maybe one of them will be saved for when you retire is well, Antarctica, of course. Of course, I gotta hit all 7, baby. And Greenland. Greenland has these like really cool cruises, like that just go from Norway to Greenland and back, and you stop at all these little cities. But the thing I've heard about it, but you never know until you go, is that it's so secluded. It's like our South times like 2 or 3. People are like bigger drunks, bigger races, bigger nothing to do. Yeah, I know. I was a little surprised when I heard it. There just isn't shit to do, and it's big. And yeah, Antarctica is a tricky one. The ways that you get there are through Argentina or New Zealand, and the boat ticket for the cruise there and back, don't hold me to this, I know it's not more than 10,000, but it's like 8 to 10,000. However, there's like cheaper options, but you lose a lot of the perks. And then and it's a long cruise, and or sail, whatever you fucking call it. And then the other option is that you become a deckhand. You go, you wait at the ports for somebody to need somebody just to be their bitch.
Yeah.
And you take that route. I like that idea. I don't mind getting some exercise while on my way to Antarctica. Yeah. Yeah. Spring. I'm sure they have something.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably more developed than we think. There's all this controversy surrounding it because people think that they're finding all this shit that was, you know, frozen over, old civilization, shit like that. They're just not telling people about it. Possible. They're huge. That's true. Right. Riders of Lost get their goddamn ideas. Like they have a signal going off the island, high up, that they have to trek to.
You're cheated.
Maybe that next one is the next landing. Next time I go back, come back, which is still up in the air if it's gonna happen. But yeah, wait for a nice day, come back and do it again.
Yeah.
And do the other side.
You know, abnormally wet winters. That's lots of money.
Still enjoying it. There's something very Resident Evil about it. Such lush greenery. Remember that game Lemmings?
Yeah.
It was the shit. And Lemmings 2 was good too. They didn't like stray too far from the formula. Yeah. I think that was strictly PC, or Lemmings 2 may have been like Super Nintendo. But it definitely didn't exceed Super Nintendo.
I only remember you playing on the computer.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That was back in the day we had DOS.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, so when they say 2 platforms, they mean 2 platforms. It's not like 2 platforms and a top. Unless you consider this a top, it's only like 30 stairs. They've even got a place for teenagers to drink at the top. How do they keep people out of here? OP. If this is the top, that guy was lying. It's definitely, we were further than 1/3. We were past halfway. You know what they say about peeing into the wind? I don't know. That's what we're led to believe.
And there's another 1,000 stairs.
Alright, there might be. Because if they were telling the truth, there would be. Like, if lying, then hopefully.
Well, they look pretty high, so I don't know if their gauge of distance is really accurate.
That's true. They kind of they entered a new world as soon as they smoked.
They're like, yeah, dude, you're like fucking there.
It's always a funny thing. They don't want people going there, but they'll keep like a structure that's perfect for teenagers to drink.
Yeah. If you're gonna lug beer all the way up here, fuck man, you deserve this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, could even sleep up here if you felt so inclined.
I've heard people camp up here.
That'd be cool. Be definitely doable on days like this, even though it's weather's shitty, but you don't have to worry about helicopters. I just want to take a look.
Yeah.
I just want to know. Oh, it's flat. But we must be sure. If somebody goes, oh, you didn't go that extra length where that magical unicorn is.
Yeah.
Shit's golden to your hand, you missed it. You'll never know. Exactly. It's always the best part is the part you miss.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it, but you didn't do it with this extra little tiny thing. It's like, oh, now I have to do it again. Damn. That's like how it was when we were in high school. If you ever missed like any party or anything,
Yeah.
it was the best one that's ever,
That's what
yeah.
I've ever had.
You meet travelers with the same type of attitude. If you didn't visit a place and do, oh my god, there is more stairs.
Oh, fuck me.
I don't think it goes up too much higher. Then again, I'm basing that on absolutely no knowledge.
Jesus. Not unsettling at all.
Now if I put my hand here and it fits perfectly and it opens something up, don't follow me in.
It does.
Oh, not perfect.
I just wonder how someone got to put their
I know.
What if it was like a hand with like a sixth finger?
Uh-huh.
Like, your heart, you're going.
There's these hikes in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has fucking some of the craziest history. Anyway, so one hike is called Adams Peak and one hike is called Little Adams Peak. Adams Peak, when I was there, it's a good hike, but the whole draw is at the top is this gigantic footprint that's thousands of years old, and it has like a temple around it, and like it's this whole thing there, basically. And so it was closed down. It was like the 1 month or 2 months out of the year where they didn't have it open, so I just didn't do it. I did Little Adams Peak, which was a really amazing, picturesque hike. And but when I go back, I just have to see that footprint, Dolan.
What if your foot fits in there?
My feet aren't that big. It's like, you know, like 3 times the size of a person. So that's the whole thing. That's why they call it Adams Peak. mean, if there's any country that's still Indiana Jonesy, it's that one. Definitely worth going. Next time I go, I heard of somebody renting a tuk and driving it the entire time they were there.
Yeah.
It's like, that is fucking brilliant. And how much it cost, I can't remember how it translates from rupees, but it wasn't as much as you'd think per day. So with all the different ways of getting around, it might be worth it. It might actually be smart. Just have to keep some bribe money. Damn, man, how was that not? That had to be the building with the signal and all that, right? This has got to be the end. And these stairs seem more well kept. Alright, let's just pray to baby Jesus that this is the peak. It's some sort of peak. Have you ever seen a picture of Korean Jesus?
No.
He's completely jacked with muscles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Mike kept showing pictures of it to people on the African trip. And then eventually just got around to people praying to Korean Jesus. And one time we got stuck in the mud for like an hour and a half. We were trying everything. It's like, well, pray to Korean Jesus. He's fucking built. Come here and help us out. One platform, my ass.
Just keep going.
Yeah, but this looks like it's not much. But either way, we've got to make sure we do all of it. Just have to.
Yeah.
Good. Let's do it. Woohoo! That one's slanted. Actually, a couple of these are slanted. We got some slanties coming up. Okay, this looks promising. Oh my god, I see more going up. Fuck. This is by far the most I've sworn on a GoPro video. I know. This is like when Michael Scott sees Toby come back from Costa Rica. Every time you see another series. Couple more slanties coming up. Dude, that girl is never gonna make it. No way. This is cardio for a week. Come on, baby. Let this be the last. Yes! Here's where the signal comes from. Maybe that spot down there was like where the guy lived or something. All right. Oh yeah. All right, oh yeah, all right, oh yeah. Is this the cabin in the woods? Is Jacob in there? Oh, some people are in there. Has anybody got the Wi-Fi password?
I heard there's a fee.
Ah, no thanks.
You guys come up that way?
We did. He went up.
Stop or nothing?
No, he was sleeping at the time.
Oh, nice.
So you guys came up the other way.
Yeah, we came that way,
How hard is it?
and it was bad.
So,
It was slick.
okay, so that answers that question.
Because we were debating on going back. It's so slick coming up. We might just try to go down this way and maybe pitch it down.
It's pretty steep and slippery. The people we saw going down, they said the security guard doesn't call the police. It's only the residents if you're parking and like disturbing their residentialness.
Hey guys.
Hello. Well, you guys went the treacherous way.
Yeah, I know. You guys look way more relaxed than we are.
Well, there's a couple of stretches that are like
Yeah.
of metal stairs.
Yeah.
Are
It's
they
a-
slippery?
Yes.
That was bad. That was hard.
Yeah, I think
Which
just
side don't want to?
or like level
Way
one.
to go. It's like that. But that's the one.
Yeah, but he was asleep at the time. He didn't say anything to us, but the other guys that went down, they seem to be locals and have done it before. And they said that he won't call the police, he'll just say that you might get a ticket. So I guess like as you exit into the neighborhood, just try to be not loud. And you have to, it's probably better if you cut through the bamboo forest because otherwise you take a road all the way, and if some car goes through the road, that's like a police or something, yeah. You'll see. When you get down, you just take a right.
You go down? No?
We're gonna go pretty soon.
You gonna go?
Yeah,